EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The whole of downtown Nashville likely still reverberating with the sounds of the Titans taking the field a moment ago. They're ready for football as their Titans are set to match up with the Los Angeles Rams. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They'll get this to Akers out of the backfield. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now the first carry for Cam Akers. Well, no slow start. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Second down and inches. And that'll be incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to third and inches. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. They'll look to throw here. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 20-yard line.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Titans are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake, trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Burrow will throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
11 MT, tight. 11 MT, tight. 11 MT, 11 MT.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Well, this defense for the Rams, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape, because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
11, 11, 11.
Second and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. They'll get that one out quickly to Brown. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
2nd and 10.
11, 11, 11. 4 down.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And this is going to be another first down, as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams' 37. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by David Long. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Well, a shaky start for both quarterbacks now. We had the interception on the opening drive, and now they throw it right back to him.
So does that mean we're really kind of starting from the beginning, Brandon, right? Both of them have done it, so we kind of start from scratch. Looks to me like both of these defenses have done their homework, and they're executing quite well.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Cam Akers with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Rams on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Rams take a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Rams 7, Titans 0.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, That does him no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
Touchdown, LA. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Rams are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Santos with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now it's Burrow. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. On 3rd down, Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. On now is the Titans punter, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
On 3rd down, here's a run by Akers. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. They'll try and sneak it here. And he's got the 1st down as he's up to the 45-yard line.
But when you do call quarterback sneak, you don't mind if your quarterback's a little bit on the vertically challenged side, do you? Because he's just going to hide behind his big guys up front and be able to surge forward and pick up the 1st down.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On second down, Akers, and he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Second and 11 at the 45-yard line.
From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
On a second and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a fourth down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
So the kick from here on a field goal would have been right at 53 yards, but instead, offense out there. They're going for it. They'll run for it with Akers. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. Good spot on the field to go for it, kind of no man's land as they call it, and it worked out.
Yeah, they call it no man's land because your punter is telling you it's too short. I'm just going to punt it into the end zone. Your field goal kicker might give you a little raised eyebrow, might be too far for the field goal, so it gives you a great chance to go for it. Personally, if you have those tendencies to be aggressive as a head coach, you kind of like this spot because it gives you the decision to go ahead and go for it when you want to anyway.
Now a throw here, hauled in, and inside the 20 before he's brought down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. They'll run on first down with Akers. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 61 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Rams add on to their lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and it's now 21-0.
Titans, nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Titans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Hands it off out of the gun. Only a yard of the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Flushed out right. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on third down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
And out of bounds all the way down at the 3.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a first and goal.
This is first and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll try to run this one in, and he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season, and the Titans are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good, and the lead will be cut down to 14.
Set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. That's out to the flat for Akers. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. That'll give him 8 that time, and it'll make it second down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll run out of the gun with Akers. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Working with a 2nd and 4. On the handoff, it's Akers. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
7-yard line. A 3-yard gain on the play.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. Second down coming up. Here's 2nd and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
And it's 3rd down.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. They'll throw now on the final play. And Shark calls it in. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. So we've come to halftime. It's the visiting Rams taking the lead to the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports.
We got this.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the run.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Looking to pass. He's going deep for Brown. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big connection on that one. 38 yards. And he'll give it here to his running back. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
On 2nd and 11 now. Burrow. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 27-yard line.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Here we go, here we go. 180. Ready, hot. Check 4, check 4.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13.
Here we go, here we go. Hot. 180. Ready, hot.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. This is caught. It's Brown. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now, this is a quarterback that's already in the top 100 all-time in passing yards, but that last throw going to move him past Roger Staubach on the all-time list. Roger Charles at 22,700.
Don't forget, he also won 2 Super Bowls, played from 1969 to 1979. And I would dare say Roger's numbers would be larger But remember, he had a commitment to the Navy, a graduate of the Naval Academy. And back then, you had to serve your 5-year hitch before you could go on and join the NFL.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Now Burrow. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And he's got it. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
A 7-yard gain. Complete to
They'll try to run this one in. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
goal to go.
Third and goal. This L.A. Rams defense will try to bow up once more. They'll try again. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A great play there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Titans are able to make this a close game again. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown.
21. Titans.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now back to throw. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. On the give, this is Akers. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 95 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
They'll go again here with Akers. He will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
On 1st down, Akers. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you stop the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. A gain of 4 yards. 1st down, Rams.
And that is going to do it. for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And to give this time to the tailback. And some room to maneuver. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
9 yards is the pick up there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the fourth quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand they're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means it might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams.
Cam Akers.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Rams are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter.
Santos with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14.
Rams 28, Titans 14.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails, because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
The throw over the middle taken in, and he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score, because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown. The Titans on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
Space to run past the 20. Touchdown, Titans. A great effort there. With touchdown number 15 on the year and second of the game. And the Titans have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
Their catch made at the 25-yard line. The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really the 4-minute offense is just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Now a toss running left, Akers. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Going right back to Akers. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Well, I tell you what, when you get a running back who can move like that in the open field, that's something to take advantage of, and they certainly did there.
And there's an old chestnut of an expression called getting on your horse. And I hate to use it, but I'm going to right here because it absolutely applies. How about the head of steam he had behind him? He was absolutely galloping downfield. That was something to see.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball,
a leader, right?
to make a big play.
Yeah.
Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And now the focus is really clear. They need to get that first down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And he comes back with one complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
First down.
Here's Burrow. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
12.
Now Burrow. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Hands it off out of the gun. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. 66 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
First down marker at the 5. It's 2nd and goal. A quick throw by Burrow is complete. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Here we go. Ready?
Throwing, Burrow. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Burrow. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, this defense has been physical all game long, and it certainly looks like they're not going to back off and make things any easier. They want to keep making life miserable for the receivers all the way to the end.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. And it's caught. He's got it for a late touchdown, but probably a little too late. It would take a miracle of epic proportions if they're going to pull this one off. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Burrow. And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. So the inability there to get the 2-point conversion sort of leaves the door at least a little bit more ajar.
And puts the onus now on the kickoff team and the defense to make sure they don't give up a big play that puts them in position to lose.
Especially on this kickoff. Got to be careful. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go, Tim.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And the Titans are right back in this football game. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. A final shot now for Burrow. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Los Angeles, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Philly to take on the Eagles. Meanwhile, for the Titans, we'll see how this affects their playoff standing as they fall to 7-4 now on the year. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets.